y, here's your QTD, and of course it comes from this standard and that element. By the way, this is a, I'm sorry I didn't put the 7 in there. This is a 7th grade standard, but guess what? This is a 7th grade standard for 4 quarters, but this is also a 6th grade standard for 4 quarters. So, I mean, by this time, if you're in the 7th grade, you really should have it, and if you're in the 6th grade and you're watching this, you really should know that this just keeps coming. Okay, why does international trade require a system for exchanging currencies? Remember what I'm teaching you. I'm trying to teach you how to think, not what to think. How do we think about this question? Well, here's how we break it down. We say, well, why does this require this? So we have to figure out what the thises are. What is international trade? Well, isn't it self-explanatory? International means worldwide. Trade means the exchange of goods and services. Why does the exchange of goods and services worldwide require a system for exchanging currencies? And what is exchanging currencies? Well, a currency is money. So let's talk about it in a real-life example, and then you will put this in your own words at some point. Let's say I'm a businessman, and I sell tires. And people in Brazil, another businessman, has a tire shop in Brazil. He wants my tires. So I take a truckload of tires, I take a boatload of tires down to Brazil. Cost me a lot of money just to get down there with the tires. I go down to Brazil, I start speaking Spanish with the man, and I say, this load of tires is going to cost you $10 million. And he says, fine. And he gives me Brazilian money. He gives me 10 million Brazilian monies, whatever they have in Brazil. Or use Africa, or use Australia, or use any other country you want to use in this example. But let's just say you're trying to sell something to somebody in another country. What happens is, when he gives me that 10 million Brazilian monies, can I come back to the United States and spend those Brazilian dollars? I go to the Chevron station to buy my gas, and I give them Brazilian money. What are they going to tell me? What is that? Get out of here. You know, what are you doing? I say, well, that's money. They say, well, it's not our money. We need American dollars, right? The reason why you have a system for exchanging currencies is so that you can actually do business with other countries. I have to be able to change my Brazilian money into United States dollars so that me, the United States businessman, can do business with somebody in Brazil, get the money from the Brazilian businessman, and then come back to my home country and spend the profit that I made. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, give me a thumbs down and I'll explain it to you later. Alright, we got some of these going on. So I'll just keep going further. Well, actually I'm not going to go further. We're going to do an activity in class that I think is really going to explain this to you. It's a hands-on activity with, I'm going to try to get some real money from Africa. There's this African country, and I don't know where exactly it was, but I think there was a $10 trillion bill printed, and it was worth about like $10 in American money. So anyway, I'll try to get that off the internet. They're for sale, by the way, those $10 trillion marks there. I think on Amazon.com. But I don't recommend anybody go buy that because you could get scammed, but I'm going to try to get some for you guys. Anyway, sorry, I went off on a tangent. Good day to you.